My name is Amanda Pruitt, and I'm the Human Services Counseling Clinic Director in the Counseling Education Program, and I'm also a clinical instructor.
In today's episode of SFA Now, we'll learn about the on-campus counseling clinic and services offered through Human Services. Don't touch that dial. SFA Now starts now.
Hello, I'm your host, Ebony Coleman, and today we're talking with Professor and Chair of the Department of Human Services, Dr. Robbie Stewart, about SFA's Counseling Clinic. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Stewart.
Good morning.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and also what you do at SFA?
Well, as department chair, it's very important to have some understanding of higher ed in general and also how a campus culture actually operates. And so my background in counseling psychology, which is a combination of psychologists and counseling, started in really the University of Oklahoma. And that's where I received my bachelor's degree and my doctoral degree there. Central Oklahoma, I received my master's degree. My first academic appointment was at the University of Kansas, and I was there for 5 years and then moved to Michigan State University. And so those experiences exposed me to what it's like to be an academician, what it's also like to be a program director, and this is the perfect transition for me to move into department chair at Stephen F. Austin State University.
How long has the counseling clinic been here at SFA?
Oh my, it preceded me by many years. I arrived in 2010, and it had been here for 15 years, I'm sure, before that, and operating and providing services not only to the community, but also services on campus. And it has been well integrated in the community for many years and tightly connected to what is going on in the counseling program in terms of maintaining accreditation standards.
Can you tell us about some of the unique services being offered through the clinic?
Depression monitoring, substance abuse monitoring, individual counseling, group counseling, counseling for couples and families and children. We're set up for training because we also have well-monitored technology for taping all of the sessions so that those who are being trained there receive just cutting-edge supervision.
And as far as when you say training, you mean training with your grad students?
Exactly right. Training with the grad students, sometimes we also have the undergraduate students in fields such as rehab services, providing services there. And what's most important is they get to practice the skills before you actually are exposed to real life clients so we can give you some feedback. I, as the department chair, am not housed within that unit. I just know about what they do from all the years of experiences of training practitioners.
Now, are the sessions, are they recorded in some sort of sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. Every session with every client is recorded during practicum. At that time, when those recordings are then reviewed by the trainee and then reviewed by their supervisor, and then they're reviewed by peers to receive supervision. And feedback is extensive and sometimes a little painful because you hear not only about feedback about the client and what to do with the client, but you also hear about feedback about what you might need to improve and what your strengths are. So one part of being an effective clinician is developing thick skin about feedback.
Can you tell us about a typical client that would come to the clinic?
Oh, wow, the gamut is just vast. We have a range of suicide lethality, depression, study skills, anxiety, relationship issues. You name it, we have it across the developmental stages. A lot of the issues that come through happen to be monitoring Adjustment, just adjustment. Homesickness is one of the major ones for freshmen, particularly. But we also have substance abuse that comes from the community as well. So it's a wide range of presenting problems, and our students are able to secure experiences that will best prepare them for the world of work.
SFA's counseling clinic is divided into rooms that are designed for handling specific situations. Here's a clip from inside the facility with the clinic director, Dr. Amanda Pruitt.
Today we're in the counseling clinic, and this right here is actually our children's therapy room. We encourage our counselor education students to utilize all the different types of services that we can offer here. So for example, this would be where we could do play therapy with children. Of course, we don't have very many little children that are here on campus, so we serve the children in the community as well as adults. In fact, I think we probably have about 40% students here and maybe 60% community members. It's a really great service actually for Nacogdoches because they're affordable. We offer services to the community on a sliding scale, so it could be anywhere from $5 to $20. It's based on income, and students can be seen here for just $5. We're actually meant sort of as a supplemental service because there are counseling center services, of course, that are already offered at the college. But in here we do have a variety of toys. They are purposeful toys though, which is something I always try to point out, that they're not just toys that are donated, because they help facilitate children to tell their story, which is what actually helps them through the process. If you want to, we can also look at the family room. We'll walk this way. This is our family therapy room, or our group room, where we do offer family therapy to members in the community or students as well if they want to participate in that. We also have organized a couple different process groups for students here on campus. And we're always looking to develop more, so if there are ever any ideas that other students have that they'd like to make a group here, then we can definitely do that. They would be facilitated by the students. As well, the students are graduate level counselor education students. They've usually reached the end of their coursework or nearly the end of their coursework. And every student that comes through our program, which we have 3 different tracks in, rehabilitation counseling, school counseling, and also mental health or clinical mental health counseling. They have to come through here for their practicum experience. And then some people will actually choose to do their internship here, which is great for the clinic, because then we can provide more services to campus and also to the community. If you'd like, we can walk back and look at one of the counseling rooms. This is one of our counseling rooms, and students or community members would be seen in one of the 4 other rooms, besides the family room and the children's room. And in here we can offer lots of different types of services. We usually do, of course, participate in some type of psychoeducation with the clients that we see, but we also do individual counseling, and that could be for a variety of issues. Sometimes it's just adjustment issues, sometimes it's mental health issues, and sometimes they're educational issues. We've also had a recent addition to our staff here where we're utilizing internship availability of other programs in order to place case managers. So we've been offering those services as well, which is sometimes something that isn't met because it's sort of outside a person's scope.
If you're just joining us, we are here with Dr. Robbie Stewart discussing the SFA Counseling Clinic. What aspects of the SFA Counseling Clinic sets us apart from other universities, Dr. Stewart?
I tell you, most training programs don't have an in-house counseling clinic. And so right around the corner is the program and the supervisors. And that really adds to the value of the training here at Stephen F. Austin, because that's very unique. And to have that tight connection with not only the University Counseling Center, but with the community, it really increases the diversity of the students who are there, as well as the client issues that are brought to that unit. So it's an exciting place. And what also adds to the strength of our training program is that the unit is also connected to our audiology center, laboratory, our speech and language pathology laboratory, and also a new unit called the School Psychology Assessment Center. And so they're developing relationships with one another so that those who might come in and they have a hearing problem, they would also know about the counseling clinic, and there would be connections there.
Okay. Here's what Dr. Amanda Pruitt had to say.
Actually unique for education programs because the practicum experience is housed within the program. We do function as a separate clinic, so it's sort of like an on-site, off-site clinic, but because of the component of the on-site supervision, the live supervision, and the access to the students by the counselor education faculty, we really get to be right hands-on in the development of the skills of the graduate students. And a lot of counseling education programs don't have that. On top of that, I think that it offers the unique advantage for the students to know where they're going to complete their practicum. And so in other programs, they have to go out into the community and find sites that would take them as practicum students. And here, they know they're going to come through here. And then we also can interview and accept interns through our program if they choose to come here, which means that they would be working full-time at that point for the semester.
Okay, can you tell our viewers how can we find out more information about the SFA Counseling Clinic?
Part of it is really directing them to Ms. Pruitt. And Ms. Pruitt is the new director of that unit, and she has done a fantastic job of making connections in the community and on campus that has even brought in some connections with the social work program as well. That means that our trainees and anyone there will have a multidisciplinary experience in terms of service delivery and also in terms of access to supervision. What's real important is that you would go to the website, and there is a website there that is housed within the Human Services Department website. And so that is www.humanservices.sfasu.edu. And that will give you all of comprehensive information about the standards, about the training, and the opportunities there for service delivery as well.
Well, that's all that we have for today, Dr. Stewart. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us on the show today. Until next time, I'm Ebony Coleman, and you've been watching SFA TV Now. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.